So I joined as a freshman in college, 1998. Um, Joined the Army National Guard out of Wisconsin. Uh, Went to Fort Benning, Georgia, Sand Hill for basic training as an infantryman, enlisted personnel. Um, After that, I had a tour in 2004, 2005 to Iraq, 2009 to 2010 in Iraq, and then 2014 into 15 to Jordan.
It's not meant to be. Every story has its.
Knew I wanted to join military, part of the military when I was growing up.
Okay.
And I originally was going to go to UW or Duluth, U of M Duluth, join the Air Guard up there. But because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my career, I ended up going to Stout instead, just joining the Army National Guard over there. So, do that in high school. I did it when I was in high school. I enjoyed it, but I just kind of, after about the first semester, I kind of knew it probably wasn't going to be a good match for me.
Yeah.
So stayed at Stout and just kind of fell into the packaging. There's kind of two parts of basic training. So there's basic training, which everyone kind of goes through, and that's pretty structured for everyone, depending, no matter what your job is going to be, no matter if you're male or female, it's pretty structured. That's 9 weeks, and that just goes through basically the background, the history, the courtesies, the customs. It gets everyone kind of on the same page, learning all the same stuff. Marksmanship, physical fitness is another big one. So it's really to help everyone have a good, consistent background. So that's about 9 weeks long. And then after that is your individual course, or AIT, Advanced Individual Course. And then you actually go in and learn what your job is. So, and that one can change the length of it. Mine was 4 weeks. All infantry is 4 weeks. But if you're into, say, work on computers, that one could be, 6 months long.
Yeah.
To go through. So it really changes at that point. I was a sergeant the first time in 04, and then in E6 in 2009 I was a squad leader, and then in 14 E7 sergeant first class. Operations. That's currently what I'm at. So. Yep. So in 04 we did a lot of patrolling. At the time I was a team leader. I had 3 guys with me. We went out a lot into the village or into the little cities around us, and just met with the people. So out there, more of just a presence, not a presence of strength or anything, but just to let them know that we were around. We were there to help out. So, and if they need anything. So second time we went through, we weren't as an infantry unit, we were as a military police unit.
And so how is that different?
We were actually, this one we were stationed right at the Baghdad airport, basically. There's a large complex around that we were in. The 04 deployment, we were outside the wire, outside the base, almost on a daily basis. So we were out more days than we actually didn't leave the base. On the second one, I was outside the wire maybe 2 or 3 times, just for specific missions. So on that one, we were kind of split into 2 different groups. Our company was. The first one was involving with the Iraqi correctional officers. So basically the prison guards, the local national prison guards, Iraqi prison guards, we would get them in and off base, because every time they came in, they had to be vetted, making sure that they were, nothing had happened to them during their time off. Deployment, I was a squad leader, so I had 2 teams underneath me, or with me, I guess. I guess we all kind of just worked together. So between the 2, so after my second one, I came back, got promoted, and at that point, I went to brigade headquarters. So I left company, took an E7, Sergeant First Class position at brigade headquarters in the operations section. So the last one, this most current one that I was on in Jordan, was a little different. It was a small team. I mean, it was there's only a few of us that went over there, and we were there basically trying to see if what they were doing, what their military was doing for their country was working for their country.
Okay.
Not to say this is how we do it, this is how you should do it, because it's completely different. So we're just kind of there to guide them to make sure that, to see if what they were doing was actually working. So, and it was. They have a pretty strong military. So. I mean, I made a lot of good buddies. So there's probably about 4 or 5 of us that always still do something.
Do they live around in Minnesota, or?
Yeah, one of them. Well, 2 of them live right over the border. One in Hudson and one in Menominee.
Okay.
So see those guys a lot. Another guy went active duty, so he's full time now. He's actually stationed overseas in Europe.
Oh, really?
So he's there for probably for about a year. Not on deployment, just stationed over there. So, but yeah, I mean, every year we always get together and still do stuff. Some of the guys are still in.
Yeah.
I still have some friends that are in. So it's a different type of family, I guess. This last one, I got a joint commendation medal because of it was the Army, the Air, the Marines, and the local nationals, or I should say the Jordanians. That was probably one of the most memorable. I don't know. This last tour was a really good tour. But you just get awards for kind of going above what your day-to-day job is. No, it actually the first
sections, I guess.
No, the first tour, it was kind of odd because no one really got sick. But when you're living with, 30 guys, all in the same place, once everyone's around each other enough, and there's no one else, putting in any other germs in it, then it kind of becomes sterile. So. No, they're pretty safe. I mean, over all 3 of them. So the first one I felt really safe because we slept in bunkers.
Oh, really?
So there was anything that the locals had that could really hurt us. But that was just at our location. And then, the second 2, the second one, we were so big, the base was that things would happen, but it was so big, there's so much area that
you wouldn't always know about it.
Yeah. So it'd be like the metro, you don't always know what's happening.
I'll be the shelter that won't.
I originally signed up for 4 years. I was going to do my 4 years and go to school. I knew I wanted to do it. And just as the deployments went on, you kind of get to that point where it's your other job. It's just something you do.
When the pain cuts you deep.
I think I would. I would do the Jordan tour and the first tour over, definitely. Then because of the friends I made along the way, the
Mhm.
type of tour it was, just getting out and about and constantly doing something, being out with the local people, basically.